Hi, welcome back to Two Sounds One Pack.
Today we're going to show you how to adjust or cut or modify the power pads to remove any discomfort if you do have some.
Follow along.
So first things first, we got to remove the pedals in order to free out the power pads. So we just removed all the 5mm grub screws, and you'll want to push out the pedal pin, and it should come right out. There you go. And we'll do the same for the other side. Now with the pedals removed, we can go ahead and remove the side pads. So all you have to do is peel from the top, and then that you can peel along the sides. Just remember that there is this kickstand piece also, so be careful when you're moving it. There you go. So again, we're going to remove from the top, and then pull it down the sides, and not forget the kickstand. And just like that. Now, some people find that these can be quite uncomfortable, and the reason being is if your foot is large enough, there isn't much room between the front power portion and the back power portion. So in order to increase comfort, we're going to shave down this corner here, as well as the end right here, just to give us more room. Now, this is not an exact science. So the only downside to this is that by removing this foam piece on this corner, you'll see that it's slightly inset at the bottom, which means that the overall thickness will be reduced at the point which you lift up with the ball between your heel, your leg, and your foot. So it might be a little bit less comfortable as we cut along this line here. So we can kind of draw a line that extends upwards. Just like that. And that will give us more room. Also on the back side, we can from here cut downwards and somewhere up to there, which will give us more room to work with. As you can see, the distance between those 2 points has been extended from about 9 centimeters to now being about 12 centimeters. So there's about 30% gain in width. So let's go ahead and cut it down. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure the height at which we need to cut. So it's about a little bit taller than this, so that we can cut through and then we can slice out the bottom. So now that my knife is just a little bit taller than the foam, we're going to start to cut. So we're going to cut down to this bottom line because now we're going to see if we can slice this open. So this one looks a bit shallow. So you want to cut it just to that part where it starts to taper. So you can see that I'm trying to cut along that taper line. I think I missed it a little bit on the first run, but that's where we want to cut it to. So you can see. Now, as you pull this back, you might see parts where it attaches. And so you'll want to slowly just cut it down to make sure that we aren't cutting too much this way or too much that way and poking a hole through the pad. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this a little bit. And you'll see it come free. Now, if you feel that the bottom section hasn't been deep enough, we can go ahead and do a little bit more of the bottom section. Sorry, moving it around a lot. And you'll slowly it'll come free. There you go. So now you can see I cut this nice curve here. If you want, you can go ahead and clean up. Like there's a bit of a ridge right here. So we can go ahead and try to clean this up until you are satisfied with the cut. Okay. How's that look, Christine? Not the greatest?
You guys tell him.
Okay. I mean, I think it looks okay. No, you don't think so?
It is what it is.
Okay. Now we're going to cut the back side. Same as the front. We're going to cut it down. Okay. I'm just going to do the same thing where we kind of alternate from top to bottom. And be very careful not to cut through the whole pad. Okay, and now let's go ahead. There you go.
Pretty good. You got what you needed.
Yeah.
If you cannot afford to buy a pad, right?
Exactly.
That is what you could do.
So you can see how this piece is not going to dig into your heel anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
In comparison, just to nail it in the coffin, if I put my boot here and I flush it with the bottom of the pad, you'll see that this pad right here is like right in my Achilles tendon area. So if you do have bigger shoes or bigger feet, there is a chance that it could get in your way. Now, if you did want to get an aftermarket set of pads, you do have these Begode pads, which are well loved by the Leaperkim and InMotion V14 owners, and they fit quite well on the Falcon as well. So therefore, you can adjust your toe, your power, and your brake pad independently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Nice short video. If you have any questions, comment below, and we'll answer your questions. Bye-bye.